Hey there everyone, and welcome to the Uke Stuff channel, and this is a review on the Roadie Coach, which is this device here. Coach is made by Roadie, and it is a smart recorder, it's a music tutor, and it's also a controller for MIDI events. And ultimately, I do have to admit, I'm not that versed in using this device to control MIDI events, but it is something that it will allow you to do. Now, what this device is initially intended to do is to go on to the side of your instrument, whether a guitar or an ukulele. There's a little flip-flop thing here that locks. One side has a microphone that points towards you. The other is actually a pickup microphone that senses vibrations on your instrument. And then you make this to the width that you need it to go. Now, at the same time, you have instruments of different sizes, and it's very much like Apple packaging, very elegant, but you get multiple attachments that are made of metal, not plastic, so those won't break on you. And then you also get a ball end mount that you can change to with a little bit of stickiness on it, that if you have an oddly shaped instrument, such as like an ovation rounded back instrument, maybe something like a flight travel that you want to use this for, you can attach to it as well. But for the most part, it's been working pretty well with everything I've tried without even having to go to that extreme. However, I'm just leaving it clamped on the side of the ukulele and just kind of playing with it. Now, it has a power button. All right, so as I was starting to turn this on, I got a notification there was a firmware update, so I just allowed that to happen. So I'll just sort of restart where I was going to start. There's a power button on the bottom. There's an input and an output for audio. For example, if you want to use headphones to hear what's going on. And of course, the side selector switch, and then a little touch screen here. So if you just touch and hold, it powers on, and you get the Roadie Coach logo on there. And then you have a recorder, tuner, insights, MIDI, and then settings that you can make on the device. So if you wanted to tune your instrument, you put your device, and again, resizing. Now I've got it just at about the right spot for this Kamaka pineapple right here. I just press the tuner button, and it's going to, when I play, show me where I'm at in intonation. I don't know if I'll be able to let you see what that looks like, but you get that little marker, and if it's off, it'll show off a little bit. As you can see, like the C, it says it needs to be tuned. And I'm just looking at the reflection in my GoPro that I'm using today to record. Usually I record on my iPhone, but I'm doing something a little differently there. So all of these have to be tuned up a little bit. They're all a little bit under. Now the A's in tune. The E's a little high. So it should be very sensitive. There we go. So we're in tune. And then I can look at insights, of which will tell me things such as the amount of time I've played that day and a streak. You can also see a visual of those. So total play time, longest streak one day, and then you can also get sort of like Apple Watch information on that. And then with the recorder, you're recording from two different sources. So you're recording from, on one side you're recording the instrument, and the other side you are recording your vocal mic. This is why I contacted Roadie and asked if I could review and or buy one of these at a discount. It was sent to me for review purposes because I could see this as being extremely useful if you get good recordings for all of my reviews. So not only would you get contact pickup, but you could also get better recording. Likewise, there is another product on the web that intrigues me. It's called the AudiGo, and I'm interested in potentially buying one of those as just a recording microphone that records audio separately. But what you can do is you can adjust things so that you're picking up the right level. And what I'm finding is that things are still recording pretty hot for me. So maybe it's because of the guitar being larger that you'd be further away from maybe even your mouth potentially holding a guitar, or the distance away from the strings. But I'm finding that the instrument records pretty hot, so I have been trying to bring down the instrument levels quite a bit. And then also I find that not only because I have a loud singing voice, but just again, I think the closeness of the device to the strings with the microphone gets picked up a little more perhaps than it would with guitar. That's just an observation. Not saying it's good or bad. You can also flip from mono to stereo. Now I'm going to start recording here with this device. And 3, 2, 1, you'll hear what I'm saying. So this is me recording on the Roadie microphone. I'm finding that it's very sensitive, and I'll play a little bit here for you. So how about just a little bit of the Snowden Symphony. This is by Mark Pugh, who runs Stone's Music in the UK. Here we go. Now I'm seeing quite a bit of yellow as I'm playing. It goes yellow, then red, to show you where your peaks are. So I may even bring this back just a touch more in volume. Just adjusting it all a little down here. Let's try that one more time. And how about a little bit of finger picking? So that's the audio sample here with the Roadie Coach. And again, there's probably still some more fine tuning for me to do with this. I should really have some headphones that I would be recording with and listening to, but that's really the goal here. So I'm going to hit pause or stop on that microphone right there. Now the other side of what we're looking at is the coaching ability. So for me, again, the big interest here is the recorder. But there's also the Roadie Coach here. And what that does is it has songs, and you can subscribe. It is $4.99 a month or $49.99 a year, which represents a discount. You have a library of about 150 songs, and Roadie says that they're adding roughly 2 to 3 songs a week. And it's a multi-step process in learning a song. So if I open You Are My Sunshine, which is one of the free songs here, you can listen to the song on YouTube, so it's a YouTube link. Then you can learn the chords, you play at your own pace, you do a basic play along, you add the strum pattern, you learn the melody, then you combine the skills, and then you play the original song. You can also have it at the same time focus on your playing or on your voice, and it gives you feedback as you go. So let me just go through with the play the original song. I'll turn up my microphone here, but ultimately I'm recording on my iPhone as I play this. So I'm probably doing a split screen right here so you can see both, but here we go. Oh, it's asking me to tune. All right, continue. Here we go. Are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. All right, and it tells me to rock on, and it gave me 3 stars. I have perfected this level, and that's looking at chord strumming. Pitch accuracy is only 76%, and so that's kind of what you look at, and then you can restart, you can rate the song or whatever. And that's a multi-step process for you to learn music. Now, realistically, most people are going to outgrow that. You might grow tired of the sort of synthesized accompaniments and want to do something else. There's a lot of possibilities here though still. So for example, if I am doing my play-alongs, like the Ukulele channel, there is the potential for this to sync up with a video that is a play-along video and to connect with those chords and give you ratings. There's all sorts of possibilities here that then Roadie would have to work out the legalities and the logistics of to make work out, but it's a possibility. It could happen. So it has potential, and if you're starting from the very, 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 very beginning, as I'm scrolling here, you can see that there are some beginners courses by my friend Bernadette. Bernadette Teaches Music, her channel. They had Bernadette come in and do some lessons. So you can get the core basics of what you need to learn from this little device for $199. Now, here's the thing. Many beginner devices are really not worth the money. Patterns that light up on your fretboard, eventually you're not going to use, or extra things that strap on, or assistive devices beyond somebody needing an assistive device because of physical disability. All those eventually are going to run their course. This device, with its ability to record, and this device with its ability to, for those people that are data-driven people. I am not a data-driven person. I don't need to know how many minutes I practiced. I don't really need the percent feedback and how I did because I'm a music teacher. Those are things that I'm always assessing in my mind. I don't think my singing is a 76%, but that's what Roadie Coach thought. Whatever, that's fine. Some people really dig data like that, and for those people, that's wonderful. I'm glad that that is around for them. However, for me, that doesn't drive me. But that audio recording is huge, as is the ability to have a tuner on there. That's also very, very good. I kind of wish that this device had a small speaker so that they could also attach a metronome. Perhaps that's a version 2 possibility. So there are a number of free songs on here that are there if you just want to see what it's about. You also get a free subscription period if you want to do it when you get the device. I generally don't sign up for those because usually they ask you to submit your payment details at the beginning, and then I forget to go and unsubscribe before that free trial kind of ends. Now, if I'm talking about a couple of the negatives of this device, there aren't many for what it does and for what it is. I would like to see an adapter included with this device that you could use this like an AudiGo. I have a sneaky suspicion that the audio recording is that good that you could use this as an external mic somewhere and use it to record as well. So I have a feeling that it would have a potential use for that beyond what it is. So I think that could be huge. And by the way, the AudiGo I think is $249. And if you could have just an adapter piece that goes on here that would screw into like a tripod stand, that would allow this to work as an external mic as well and have sort of an external mic recording function, maybe even link it with a video recorder. Wow, the value of this would just skyrocket immensely. So that would be fantastic. With the lessons that Bernadette is teaching, I would like to see a free library of songs that comes with it. So that's justifying your $199. With the purchase of the device, you would not only get Bernadette's courses there, but you get songs that practice the chords that Bernadette uses. And then just for me, as I'm playing along, like if you heard me playing, when I'm playing You Are My Sunshine, I'm used to a few more chords in there. So I'm not just used to C and F, I'm used to C going, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Now, I had one wrong chord progression in there, but I added a C7 in passing. I added an A minor and a G7. And depending on, of course, the accompaniment that you have. And for example, on that version of You Are My Sunshine, there's a missing G7 for sure, even with the accompaniments there. So when there's a mistake in the song, I'm not quite sure how you give them the feedback that they need to like tweak that. I should also mention a couple of the other tech features of this. Some things that are on it. Not only do you have the adjustable clamps that are made of metal, which is nice, with a cushion on it so it doesn't scratch your instrument. You've got BLE MIDI, you've got Wi-Fi, so when you do an update, you just link to the internet. You've got audio input and output. You've got the contact microphone. You've got the actual microphone pointed at you. You've got USB-C recharging on it, which is, again, becoming the standard. And the screen is bright and touch screen. There's a lot that's good here. The only things that I could see adding to this would be a mini SD card or whatever it is that you could put in, sort of like the GoPro that I'm recording with right now. I could see having one of those little memory card slots that you could just pull the card out and load it to a secondary source without having to link through the app. That would be beneficial. And then again, a small speaker so that you could actually have this be a metronome too, which would yet further its value. So I think this is a good device. I am excited to use it. I'm excited to use it in my reviews. I'm excited to try it as an external microphone and to do some things with it. I don't know if I'll tap into that MIDI resource. I don't really think that I'll be using it as the tutor part of it, as the Roadie Coach, but certainly its other functions, such as a tuner and such as its recording ability, make this a no-brainer for me. If you are looking for a starter device, this is one of the best that I've seen, and the price is pretty reasonable at $199. Because it's a device that you can keep using, it's not a device you eventually have to take off of your instrument and put somewhere. The other thing I would say is that perhaps I would like to see if they sell a case separately for it. It'd be nice if, such as my Shure microphone, it comes with this little ballistic case, it'd be nice if that was included here as well. Just at the price point, or to add a few bucks and to include that little case, because this doesn't need much more. A little case would be beneficial as well. So if you are considering the Roadie Coach, you should consider it. I think it has great functionality beyond just being a starter device. Now, you should be seeing this appear in my future videos or working behind the scenes in my future videos as well. And I'll try to make sure that I tag my videos in the future with audio provided by, and make sure that I put that in. All right, in full disclosure, my GoPro's battery died as I was wrapping up that video, and I haven't used the GoPro that much, so this is my first real long-term video that I've created with this camera instead of my iPhone. In conclusion, the Roadie Coach, I think it's a great solution if you're looking for a starter device. I also think it's a great solution if you're looking for an audio recorder to record your instrument and your own singing. And right now I'm using it to record my voice for this outro. So I'll use LumaFusion's ability to sync audio and video to match my audio from the Roadie Coach to the GoPro. I do want to mention that once again, I did ask Roadie Coach to be able to review this. This was sent to me for review purposes, so do keep that in mind as you watch the video. But compared to so many other beginner solutions, this is great because it has a life for you after you're done with that initial learning element of the Roadie Coach. So I'd like to thank Roadie for sending this to me. I'm looking forward to using this device in the days, months, and years to come. All right, thanks so much for joining me for this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more uke stuff for you.